Hi you guys, it's Lynnea for Erin Creative, and today I'm going to be using the Incredible India stamp set to create a quick background, but a background that is probably my favorite background that I have made in a long time. Lately, I have been in love with monochromatic cards, especially when it's gray and black, or black on black, or gray on gray. I think it's super classy and elegant. So I'm using the Incredible India stamp set, and I'm just using these little like mandala designs here and some hickory smoke distress ink, and I'm just going to stamp a background until I have it pretty much covered with these little designs here. So I started with my biggest one and then moved on to the medium one, which is what I'm working on here. And then I'm going to kind of fill in with that teeny tiny little one. And I always find that when I'm creating a background, it's best to start with your biggest image and then your medium and then your small. That way you always know you'll have room for your biggest images. If you start with your smaller ones, you will probably run out of room and you won't be able to stamp your larger images. So I'm just gonna fill in here with this little circle image, but I still had some room in my background that I thought it just needed to be filled. It looked weird to me with empty. So I'm using still my hickory smoke distress ink, but I grabbed a stylus and it has two different size tips on it. One is a larger one and one small. And so I'm just tapping that onto my ink pad and just creating these little random dots to fill in my background. And once I was done, I fell in love with it. This card, I had a different idea for it. Originally, I was going to cover up the majority of the background, but when I finished and I looked at it, I loved it so much that all I wanted to do was just put a die cut on top because I didn't want to cover up the mandala look and feel of the background. So I grabbed the Love You Forever die from Erin Creative and I die cut it 5 times from some black cardstock. And then I'm just going to use some little dots of glue and cover this die cut with the adhesive. And I'm just going to stack up all 5 layers of this die cut to create a dimensional look. And once I was done with that, you know, it still wasn't enough for me. So I decided to kind of amp up the dimension on this die cut. And I covered the top one with Versamark ink, and I just pressed my ink all over that until it was completely covered with the Versamark. And then I'm going to grab my clear embossing powder and just dunk this die cut right into it to make sure that that clear powder covers everything. And because I really pressed my Versamark ink onto my die cut, it kind of seeped over onto the sides. So when I heat emboss this, it's gonna smooth out the sides and it's super shiny and I love the look of it. So all I'm going to do is just add some more little tiny dots of glue to the back of the die cut this time, and then I will glue that on to the front of my card, and that completes my project. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys next time. Bye!